Just as Iraq is pursuing a counteroffensive into insurgent-held territory, the Sunni militant group, the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, or ISIL, is declaring a state of its own. The group is now calling itself simply the Islamic State. And CCTV correspondent Jessica Stone is here with the very latest now. Jessica.
And Susan, you can really see this two ways. The creation of this caliphate by the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant could serve to strengthen its warriors by giving them a holier mission, but it could also divide them from the Sunnis who are simply fighting alongside them in an effort to get rid of a Shiite-led government.
In an audio recording released Sunday, the spokesman for the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant declared an Islamic State over a band of territory stretching from Syria through northern and western Iraq. He said ISIL chief Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi will lead the Islamic State and called on those living in the region to swear allegiance to him. But the Kurdish people of northern Iraq are already staking their claim to their autonomous region and the oil-rich city of Kirkuk. Even retired Kurdish fighters are being asked to take up arms again. On Sunday, the Kurds received backing from Israel, which counters American goals in the region.
Regarding the Kurds, they are a fighting people that have proved their political commitment, political moderation, and deserve political independence.
Meanwhile, the Iraqi government is trying to take back cities and land it has lost, beginning with Tikrit. The Iraqi government released footage Sunday showing a military advance on the city. They released a statement saying they have control of the road between Samarra and Tikrit and told reporters they have also secured the university.
We can confirm that the morale of the enemy has started collapsing completely. Information has indicated that most of the commanders of the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant began fleeing in female clothing and withdrawing from most of the headquarters in an irregular way.
Despite the arrival of 180 of the promised 300 U.S. military advisors, it is the 5 Russian jets that arrived over the weekend, which the Iraqi government now believes will help turn the tide.
Definitely, this plane will add to the devastating blows already being delivered by the army to the criminals who deserve this attack.
Along with those jets, Russian military advisors also arrived in Iraq. They will make sure the Iraqi Air Force knows how to pilot those jets, and that's in addition, Susan, to the American and Iranian advisors and drones that are already in the country.
So it's interesting, Jessica, this group Islamic State has been able to take some of the territory in the Middle East that al-Qaeda has not been able to do in the past. This must threaten them in a lot of ways.
It's really fascinating to watch the sort of intra-jihadi competition that's going on. And there's no love lost between al-Baghdadi and Ayman al-Zawahiri, the chief of al-Qaeda. In fact, al-Baghdadi actually ignored al-Zawahiri's commands to get out of Syria at one point. There was a public falling out between these two leaders. And most importantly, there is a real threat to the fundraising and to the brutality that has actually gotten them there. They're attracting many more young people to the jihadi cause than al-Qaeda could because of those tactics.
Wow, certainly interesting. We'll be watching the world reaction to all of this. Jessica Stone with that.